I think.
It says we're live.
All right, there we go. I think we got it.
We got it this time.
Yeah. So now
we're live, everybody.
Now in a few minutes, people should be able to join in on the chat.
Yay!
So.
Awesome.
All right. I knew we'd get there one of these days.
We'll get it eventually.
Yep. All right. I think this was the fastest time, though, so I think we're doing
that's true. we're getting it shorter and shorter every time.
Yep. Well, we'll be pros at this in no time.
Oh, yeah.
So how's everybody's days going?
Good.
Pretty good. It's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, hot, and it was.
How hot is it out there in Texas? Like, how hot was it today?
101, I think.
I think ours was 105 or 107 today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right around 100. I know I had to take the boy to the vet, and he was not amused. So
he did not look happy with you in that photo you posted.
Oh, he was high as a kite. He was happy, all right. He was high as a kite. So
he was like, "Oh, don't even speak to me."
No, but it was funny because he'd been licking up front. And we pulled into the vet, and I was like, all right, Bubby, ready to go in? And I turned around, and I'm like, oh, so we're not speaking now, huh? Like, all right, attitude. But no, he was good. He's super protective, and he gets scared, so he has to take lots of meds before he goes.
Yeah.
So he's feeling real good.
See, I tried that. I have a dog who has, like, anxiety like crazy. Not Nathan, but the dog Nate.
Yeah.
And they just to trim his toenails, he freaks out, so they'll ask for me to give him medicine before I bring him in. We tried it 2 or 3 times. I think it was like the 3rd time he freaked out. He pooped all over the vet tech. He got out of his harness. Next thing I know, he's running out to the front to me, and they said, please don't bring him back here. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, when he was a puppy, because I got him when he was about 8 weeks. So when he was a puppy, the first vet we had there, we love the vet there, or the hospital that we take him to. But the first vet that he had was not very good. Like, he wasn't aggressive with him, but he was one of those that like tried to assert his dominance,
Yeah.
And Obi just didn't jive with that. So he labeled him in his chart as aggressive. Well, and he, and I'm not going to say Obi wouldn't bite anybody. But the second vet we got, Dr. Wise, she walked in the room the first time she met him. She looked at him and she goes, I'm not sure if this is aggressive. I mean, I'm not sure if this is fear or protectiveness or how much of what each we're dealing with.
Yeah.
He's like, he's not aggressive. I don't know why that's in his chart. Yeah. So she figured out we have to give him 3 different medications before he goes. But he was a perfect angel of the day for her. So, and he's gotten to where he lets her pet him, and so it's what we're doing is working for him.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
But he's still real happy. He's over at Mom and Dad's, crashed out. He plopped down on the ground as soon as we got over there, and I was like, I'm not taking him home. He's fine. He's not going to move anyway.
Slumber party.
Do it.
Slumber party.
Yeah, I'm like, he's fine. So he's over on Mom's bed, sound asleep.
Yeah. My mom will not babysit any of our pets. She's like, no, do not bring them down here.
She won't give him back, so
That's cute.
But anyway, how's Mom doing? She working tonight?
Tonight's her night off, but she had a busy day yesterday, so she's just relaxing.
Well, tell her we said hello.
I will. One of these days, maybe we'll get her on here, so hopefully she can participate.
Yeah, there you go.
Has she had any ideas or any interest in participating in any of them, any of the upcoming months?
I think she's going to do something for August, I think.
Cool.
She's really interested in October, definitely. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Are we all in the same pumpkin decorating?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Siskiyous.
Yes. Definitely
excited.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. I was so excited when they asked me because I watched all of them last year, and I was like, man, I want to do this.
Yeah.
So
I love decorating pumpkins anyway, because we didn't do that was not something that we did when we were little. So now I'm like, oh, we're gonna decorate pumpkins.
yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, we did all the time.
Flipper's first time was last year when me and you did it, or the year before.
Year before when we did, yeah,
Was
2020.
it? Awesome.
Mhm.
I've already got some ideas. So, but it'll change a million times over by the time I actually get them.
Exactly. There's so many possibilities, and I saw a ton of really unique designs. So
Oh yeah.
very excited.
Yep. They'll probably. I always do one because I put them on my steps, and I'll usually carve like 3. I won't put them all in the video, but like one of them will usually be kind of scary, one of them will be kind of silly, and the other will be just whatever I randomly decide.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I've always liked to get messy and carve pumpkins. But we make arrangements in pumpkins at work too, so I always love it around Halloween, around the fall.
Fun.
Oh yeah. So, but oh, I haven't even gotten a chance to check the last couple of days though. Were you ever able to get a video or a project done this month, kitten?
Got
Nope.
no,
You're good.
totally out this month.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, no problem.
I did surprisingly bring this project on the live, and I thought maybe I could do it while we're on the live
Oh, there you go.
Sweet.
to make a dream catcher.
There you go.
That was okay. Our theme was space or
Yes.
Star Wars. So I was thinking space, and then I was thinking, okay, dreams, nighttime, stars, space.
It works.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
like it.
That's how my thought process worked.
I like it. I like it.
So I figure I'll work on that while we're doing the live tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
That
And then
sounds
next
awesome.
we've got a project.
Yep.
So you'll hear paper rattling around. It seems fairly simple.
Yeah, dream catchers aren't that hard. The hardest part is if you're gonna wrap the whole outside of it, and that's not even hard. It's just time consuming.
Right.
I'll have to see. I'll have to post a picture. I've got 2 that I've made. So
I
got
wanted to
somewhere.
and like
That'll be fun.
crochet it myself, and I attempted that once, but it did not go well.
Yeah. I don't even remember what made me try it, but I just picked up something one day. I got one of the embroidery hoops from Michael's and made one, and it's not the best, but I like the way it turned out. So
how did you do it? You just wrapped the outside of it, and then how'd you do the middle part?
oh yeah, it's just been so long I can't remember. I think I did the middle part first. It's you tie it off on one end, and then if I remember right, there was some tutorial that I watched. So it was something with the way that you looped and tied everything off.
Yeah.
I'd have to see. I'd have to attempt it again to try to remember exactly how I did it. But if you have one of those kits, it should tell you in there exactly how to do it. It shouldn't be that hard.
It's cheating because it came with the thing already.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
When I opened it, I was like, oh, I don't even get to do that part of it.
Yeah.
No, that's okay, because last time I tried to do it, it was a big fail.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the first one I did wasn't so hot, so I took it all apart and restarted it, and then I was happy with the second time. So.
Do you guys feel like dream catchers help? Do they really catch your bad dreams?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
I haven't.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say I haven't had one since I've had mine up. So, or that I remember anyway.
I actually have one in here that has like 2 of the beads taken off. So, and I've had them for years.
Oh yeah.
It was
Really
yeah.
would
That
love
was
to find like an actual authentic one, but I'm sure those are long gone.
I don't know. You can still buy those.
yeah, you can still get them. I know there's some border towns between New Mexico and our part of the state that have a lot of like authentic dream catchers you can go find.
Yeah, I'll have to look next time I'm in Oklahoma. I'll have to look too and see if I can. Because there's a lot of the population up there that sells those. So
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool. I feel like if it's authentic, it's got to work better.
We could go out and see Doc. You can go to Oklahoma right there and get one right there if you own
And
house.
we can't leave the babies.
That's true too.
The kids.
Take all the kids with you.
Just load them up. Road trip.
You get on my name, Trey.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine Nate? He would freak kicked out of the vet's office.
He would need some of the happy juice like Obi got today.
Yeah, I need to know what those medications are.
The ones they gave Obi?
Yeah. I need a list for Nate.
Ace promazine, gave him the one that you inject around the mouth. 1 melatonin this morning, and then gabapentin.
Yeah.
So, try that combination. It works. Because Obi's still there. Like you can, because before it would kind of knock him out, but he's still there. So it's kind of helping too to help him keep his mental faculties there. That way he realizes every time he goes that it's not a bad place.
Yeah.
He's too dang tired and wiped out to do anything, but he's starting to realize. So hopefully, what she wants to ultimately do is try to wean him off of all of them. But I mean, even if that doesn't happen, the way we've got it now, we're good with. So as long as he can go get checked out and get the help, if he needs it, then we're okay. If he has to take medicine, then that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like if it helps, it helps.
Yeah.
Because I think the stress of it is a lot of times worse than doing the medicine part,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So plus it gives us a day to kind of chill because that boy is normally so hyper.
Yeah.
So all day today he'll be chilling. We can be like, all right, you're good. Go sleep.
Our foster dog that we still have, Splash, he has
Hey, Disney Pen Love.
He started getting the zoomies, and he'll just randomly get the zoomies, and he gets so excited, and he's like knocking stuff over in the house, and we have to go run out to the backyard, and then he just back and forth, and I have to run with him. Hilarious. He loves it.
There you go.
Okay, that's really cute.
Yeah. He's so cute. But he's into everything. He's like literally destroying the house. So I don't know what we're going to do.
How old is he?
We got him. He was probably maybe 5 or 6 months old.
Oh, girl. Yep. Yeah. That sounds exactly like Obi. I can show you the carpet that he chewed up.
Yep. I
need to turn I might have to hop off and turn my big light on here in a second. He chewed up my mattress. I had to replace my mattress. He chewed up shoes. He chewed up, you name it.
Yep.
Obi destroyed it.
Yep, that's exactly like Flash.
He'll grow out of it.
We come home and the mattress is eaten.
Yeah. See, well, with yours, it's probably because he's young. With the Obi, part of it was he's young. The other part of it was if I left him out here by himself, that's when he got in trouble.
Yeah.
And he was, if he's over at mom and dad's, we can leave for, we can be gone all day. As long as he's got the girls or somebody in the house, he's fine.
Yeah. That's how Flash is. But if we're both gone, then he gets into everything. And I don't know if it's like acting out because he doesn't want to be alone, like separation anxiety or something. I don't know. But every time we come home, when we come home from the wrestling thing, we came home and the curtains were tore down. And I thought we had moved everything that he could possibly tear up. And he was like, "You forgot the curtain."
Nope. He will always find something. It probably is separation anxiety because that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of it was. Like, because he's awesome now because, like, if he's here, when he's here with me and I have to run into town, I'll say, "Obi, go in your home."
Yeah.
And he'll go right in his kennel and he's fine.
Aww.
He'll turn around a couple of times and he'll lay down and he'll sleep all day while he's in there.
Yeah.
So, but if he's out, then he chews on everything.
That's how Splash is. But also, he is, I think someone was mean to him and abused him because he just full on panics, and he don't even like going in the crate. He doesn't like a leash. He doesn't like anything that he feels like he's confined.
Yeah.
So it's making it really hard.
Oh, Disney Pen Love, do you know the themes for summer yet? We want to try to join one of them. That'd be awesome. What are I know isn't this month the school's out or something like that? Yeah. Yes. After today. Do you remember what you had set the others at?
July is a patriotic theme. You can either do something red, white, and blue, or patriotic. I'm thinking we could even like turn that into one of those colors if we wanted.
Yeah.
August was.
I'm gonna turn my light on. I'll be right back.
Okay. August was it's what is Olaf doing? So if any of those, we'll write everything down in the comments too, just to make sure. I'll make a post about it, and if any of those sound interesting to you, definitely reach out to any one of us, and we'll give you some feedback.
And also, I apologize again for not having my project on time and completed.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Things
Don't worry
crazy
about it.
again.
So I'm gonna have to try to get mine done. I leave to go to camp on the 25th, so I'm gonna try to get mine done before then and have it scheduled.
Fun.
So mine might be a day or two late this month.
No problem. Hey, what's the camp for?
It's one that I've actually gone to almost every year since I was 16. It's called Camp Moss. It is
scissors.
It's a camp for kiddos with all kinds of heart issues. For heart patients. I went as a camper for 2 years, and now I'm a counselor. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, and it's awesome because normally as a heart patient, there's a lot of things that you're told that you can't do.
Right.
But there, it's like, go ahead. So there's swimming, there's horseback riding, there's zip lining, archery. They have we have theme nights, talent shows. All kinds of good food. Yep, a camp out or a big cookout. We used to camp out one night and actually sleep outside, but it just gets too hot.
Right.
At the end of June, and they just decided, a bunch of kiddos with heart problems probably didn't need to do
right
now. So do what?
Yeah. If it's 100 right now, what's it going to be like by June?
Oh, it'll probably be usually. In my area, usually the highest it gets is like between 100 and 105 or 6.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Ours gets to like the 120s.
Yeah, no, it doesn't get that hot here. It's gotten to like 110 or 112 a couple of times, but usually we're around 105, 106.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, that camp sounds totally cool.
Oh,
are you gonna post like pictures of what you do?
Nope, I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can't say where it is, and I can't post any kind of pictures. So, I mean, I might post a few pictures of myself and like me with the counselors, but that'll be it.
Yeah.
So, but
I think I got my own idea.
But yeah, HIPAA, we're not really. I can't say any of the campers' names or anything like that. So just out of, not only HIPAA, but just I wouldn't anyway, just out of respect of their privacy.
Yeah.
So, but it's a lot of fun. So I'm excited because we haven't gotten to have it with COVID. We haven't gotten to have it the last couple of years. So it'll be awesome because my group that I've had for the last 5 or so years is graduating this year. So it'll be awesome to be there for their last year instead of having to have a drive through graduation like we've had to have the last couple of years.
That sounds cool.
Oh yeah.
So you get to have the same kids every year until they graduate?
They usually try to do that. Yeah. I mean, not always, but whenever we fill out our counselor applications, it'll ask if we want a specific group of kids. And I usually just say same as last year or wherever there's a need. So, I mean, I don't know. I might not be in their cabin this year, but I mean, because we haven't gotten assignments yet. But either way, I'll be, it'll still be cool to be able to be there and actually get to see them their last year instead of having this. So.
What about you, Clipper and Kitten? Do y'all have any plans?
Oh, bye, Disney's love. Have a good night.
Night.
Bye.
We're going to go to the Kentucky-Virginia Fair, but we decided against that. The day we were going to go, I actually have a doctor's appointment. I have to have an MRI done the day before on my shoulder. They're thinking that there's a chance it might be a torn rotator cuff. If that's the case, I have to have surgery. So we're not going to do the fair. But hopefully later this summer, we're going to go to Lexington, back to a like what would you call it, like a peddler's mall?
Yeah, like a vendor's mall,
Yeah.
peddler's mall.
And they had a lot of Disney stuff when we went. When did we go? Was it earlier this year? Or was it last year?
I think it was earlier this year.
Yeah. So we're
I don't know. It was on an animal transport. We do so many, it's hard to remember.
So we're going to do that, and then I think in August we're going to help Kitten's mom at a local Comic Con.
Yeah, she's going to do Comic Con.
Oh, you're speaking my language now.
Yeah, she's going to make flavored popcorns.
Oh, cool.
And then my sister has been doing it the last few years, and she normally makes she has a bakery, Miss Kitty's Bakery, and so she normally makes a bunch of different random things and tries to make them Comic-Con related and takes them and sells. So it's always fun.
That's awesome.
There's some more professional wrestlers there that I'm hoping to meet and get like some autographs and some pictures like I did this past Saturday. So hopefully if we get to do all that, it'll be a good summer. And I think this past Saturday when we went to the wrestling, I was telling Kitten this on the way back. It's probably one of, if not my most favorite date that I've been on with Kitten so far. So it's already been a successful summer for me.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's good.
We do have a good time.
What about you, Disney Crazy Family? What you got planned?
Coming up at some point.
Yeah.
I didn't do this right, guys. Mom. I'm gonna see if I can't fix it.
You'll get it there.
It kind of looks like a flower.
Yeah. Maybe if I just keep every so get another one on there. Yeah. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna make it work.
Nice.
I think mostly all of our other plans revolve around getting the rental property situated.
Yeah. We went last week to have the power service reinstalled at our rental property in what we call the Garrett property. We're also needing to get up with the guy that's going to actually do like the carpentry work and things like that. We were just Kitten was sick, and then this past weekend we had the wrestling. We didn't really want to get fully started on that, but now we'll be able to do that. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of. And unfortunately, we had a renter that had bought a property off of me on what they call a land contract, and they have defaulted. So I'm probably looking at another trip to the courthouse. So.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
No.
Good times.
So between that and the thought of surgery, it's just like, well.
He's nervous about surgery, but we're hoping it won't be a tear and he won't have to have surgery.
The last time I was a patient in the hospital overnight was when I was born, for those first night or two when you're born. So I've been very lucky there. I guess it just kind of reminds me too, later this month, I turned 39. It's just like the 40s really aren't waiting for me now, are they?
Oh, man.
I can't believe that you haven't had to go to the hospital any.
Me, I feel very, very lucky about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just like, I was one of those kids who was like always at the doctor's office.
Girl, same. Same here.
Yeah, it gets old fast.
Oh, yeah. Like every 2 years, I was having to have something done.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I think we're getting somewhere, guys.
Yeah. What about you, Disney Crazy Family? What y'all got planned this summer? Anything fun?
We might be going to a pin event down in San Antonio. We're super excited.
We missed that one.
I think that one's in July, maybe July 30th.
Okay. We'll be out of town then. That's what I thought. There was one in San Antonio, but I don't think we'll be here. So.
I think there's also one in. I think there was one in Carlton that happened recently, or there might be one. And we're looking to maybe start our own pin event.
Oh, that's so cool.
So maybe that's something we can do this summer. Well, I know there's a lot of planning that goes into that. We have a lot of good locations here that I think would be probably a good start to look at. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on what you were looking for too. I mean, because you could always, if you just want it to be for an hour, or so, or a couple of hours for everybody to kind of get together and hang out, you could always just rent out a little booth at a park or something. And I know they've done that a couple of times. They've rented out a, pavilion at a park and had people bring tables and set it up there. So, but that would be awesome, though.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Let's see. We might go see a couple of comedians. We just found out today that we have a couple of big names coming to our local theater. So that might be interesting. Some big names in music. But really not too much, staying indoors, try not to get burned to a crisp.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. The AC is my best friend.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys are making it out there.
You get used to it, I guess, because to me, it's like I can say 100 something, and yeah, it's hot, but it's not like I can go outside and yeah, I get hot and I'm ready to come back in, but it's not like so overwhelming that I can't stand outside at all.
Yeah, so it's not as humid, maybe.
Oh,
Is
no.
It's humid. Today was alone. Let me see. That's the biggest issue here is the humidity.
Yeah, because I feel like here that's our biggest problem is like even though like today I think it was like what 80 something, 81 something like that, but just the humidity, it's just so hot you can't. It's like you go outside and you can't breathe, and I'm like, how's it only 80?
42% humidity right now.
Yikes!
And it's 90, 94, but the humidity is making it feel like 101.
No, see, we were bone dry today. I think the dust bunnies thought it was hot. So no, I'd rather take dry desert heat rather than like 90 something plus 110% humidity. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Agreed.
See here in the DFW area, it's always super humid. So that's why when I go out for my runs, it's so much harder than necessary.
Right.
Guys, what are we thinking about this?
Hey, that looks great.
That's looking good.
Lopsided, but maybe it'll catch all the lopsided drapes. What's the thought? And it can require extra stuff, but this was to dangle down, but I think I'm going to do something different.
You do whatever you want to.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's yours.
I should have purchased some like extra ribbons. I don't think that's enough either. It might be.
So I got a question for Tiff. Is talking about summer plans. Are you hoping to get out to the new Rangers ballpark this summer, or have you already been?
Okay. So me and my best friend used to go to Rangers games all the time. All the time. But we both just got, because she owns her own business here in town. And so we both just been so busy that we haven't gotten a chance to go. I actually have not been to the new one yet. So we will see. I'm hoping to. I do know because at the end of July, we're leaving like the 25th or 26th. We're going up to Montana to see one of our friends. Me and mom and dad and my brother. And on the way, because one of my goals is to visit every MLB ballpark.
Oh yeah.
And so we're gonna stop because we're going right through Denver. So I know we're gonna go to a Rockies game.
That's awesome.
And I'm hoping to get to go to one of the ones in the new stadium as well.
That would be awesome.
So, oh yeah.
If you ever make it to Cincinnati to see the Reds, let us know. We don't live all that far from Cincinnati.
Okay. Yeah, cool. That's definitely. I've only been. I went to the both of the old Rangers ballparks, and then I've gone to the Houston Astros to a couple of their games. So that's all I've gotten a chance to go to so far. But I'm hoping this summer to go to at least a couple more. So
Hopefully you'll be
That'd
able
be
to.
fun.
yeah, I mean baseball's always been one of my favorites. So and it's weird because it's like I love to watch football, but football's not my favorite. But I don't like to watch baseball on the TV. Baseball to me is one of those you got to be there,
Right.
enjoy the atmosphere, have the hot dog, all
Oh,
that. So
Clipper's gonna expect a hot dog review from every stadium.
oh, I'm down.
Yeah.
And
Well,
don't let my guys fool you. I can put some away. So
Me too. In the one Reds game, I remember the hot dogs were pretty good, and I also saw Paul McCartney in concert at the Reds ballpark too.
nice.
Wow.
And when Mom was alive, we used to go to Kings Island every year, so we'd always pass it. So it was always kind of nice to see that and the Bengals football stadium. So
Yeah.
always
There you go.
All right,
Yeah.
Bengals.
Yeah. See, whenever I was, how old was I? 13 or 14. I can't remember exactly. I had to go up to Cleveland for one of my surgeries, and man, they were out of town. Otherwise, we would have gone to one of their games beforehand.
Oh,
But it's all good though. I'll make it up there one of these days.
Nice.
we were excited when we went to this wrestling event. There was different people there that weren't even listed on the card that showed up. So we were excited.
Oh, there you go.
Clipper got to live out some of his all-time dreams, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, got to see some. Like I don't know. Do either of you are y'all familiar with wrestling at all, or do y'all just not care?
A little bit.
A little bit. I
A
used
little
to
bit.
watch Dad like in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
Like for me, I was a big wrestling fan of the early '90s. And there was an organization called Smoky Mountain Wrestling that would come around our area. Like we couldn't afford to go see like the big like WWF, WCW at the time. But then Smoky Mountain started. They would come like right pretty much in our own backyard, and they had like wrestlers like the Rock and Roll Express and Bobby Blaze, and those were some of my like favorite memories of childhood. Mom would take me, and she'd make sure we'd be there, you know.
Yeah.
And they were there at the field house this past weekend. And of course, they didn't remember me, but I met the Rock and Roll Express when I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I got to take my picture with them again. I took my picture back in the '90s, but of course, those have been lost to time, you know.
Yeah.
But it was just really nice, just the nostalgia factor, because I remember watching those guys when I was like a little boy, and you know, as I've gotten older, I just always look back at those times with just like fondness, and it was just awesome to, you know, get to see them again. And then I got to take Kitten along with me, and she got to see how it was as a kid, you know, and it was just a very wonderful event. Even though I'm sure Kitten would tell you that the inside of the Williamson Fieldhouse probably felt a lot like Texas. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, it was super hot. They didn't have in there. It was ridiculous. I was like, how are these people even wrestling?
Be surprised what the body can get used to.
Yeah.
Right.
Clearly, I'm a weenie.
Well, you're lucky that your high school they had air conditioning because a lot of the gyms in Kentucky there's no air, and that's where they have graduation. So it's like,
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Hard pass.
Yeah.
I think if a building here in Texas didn't have AC, there would be a riot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I tied a knot and didn't even mean to tie a knot. Will you reach me that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you getting it there, kitten?
I'm getting it. I'm starting to add decorations.
Well, there you go. That's awesome.
We're getting there. Which this seems kind of like I don't feel like it came with enough. I'll probably find more ribbons and stuff like that and add onto it.
Yeah. Well, that's the cool thing about those kits is it gives you a good starting point, but you can add as much as you want to make it yours.
Yeah.
Maybe add some beads or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feathers.
I added all that to the one I made. Feathers, you name it. So.
I'm not sure how you put this part on. I'm going to cut it in half and make two, though.
That's awesome.
There
That way it's symmetrical.
Yes.
you go.
I currently have a dream catcher hanging up, but it's just one I randomly bought. I think at like Hobby Lobby or something.
Yeah.
But I have always, even when I was a little girl, have always struggled with nightmares. So I thought this would be a great project.
You know, you was talking about having a dream catcher up in the bedroom.
Mhm.
If you remember, I told you I used to have dreams about getting caught in floods like often.
Mhm.
Seems like once I moved over here, I've not had a dream about that since.
My dream catcher's working for you.
That's true.
There you go. Yeah, I used to have when I was really little. I used to always have this one same nightmare all the time.
Yeah.
And looking back, it's so stupid. It's like I was at Sunday school. I walked over, fell down a trap door. It was a little hallway, and it was everything I hated, like getting shots in one window. Random things like that. Just like okay, and that was supposed to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
But
Crazy town.
4-year-old, that stuff's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Right. Whenever you do finish the dream catcher, if you want to display it, make sure you hang it like close to your bed. That
Yeah.
way all the dreams will like escape to the dream catcher a lot quicker.
Yeah.
See, I've got it, the one that we've got now, I've got it on my side of the bed, but if it's helping you, I feel like it's absorbing all your dreams.
Well,
I
now-
gotta get another one.
Well, now, but if you do remember, early on after Mom passed, I was having nightmares of seeing her die again, come back
Yeah.
to life in her casket, and then die again. So
Yeah.
the things that go on, I guess, in my demeaning mind at night. I've not had like a really bad nightmare, and I don't know when. Of course, I'll probably have one tonight now that I said that.
Right. See, I know you dream every night, but 99% of the time I don't remember any of my dreams. So
Wow. See, I'm like a really vivid dreamer, and I dream every night, and I always can remember it, and it's always crazy. I think a lot of it has to do with my medication. I have to take a muscle relaxer at night to keep my legs from cramping, and I'd say that has something to do with it too. But it's crazy.
maybe.
Mostly, I just dream of being kidnapped and stuff.
Kidnapped.
Yeah, like I'm always dreaming about being kidnapped, and I'm like, people are trying to kidnap me, and I'm always trying to get away.
No, stop dreaming about being kidnapped.
It's like every night. Like, how many people really want to kidnap me?
Well, when you sold that hay baler that time, you made me go with you to meet the
Okay,
person.
but that's stranger danger. You're not supposed to go.
Yeah.
out with them.
Exactly.
That's just being smart.
I mean, a stranger.
That's true. But now the ironic thing about that is, Kitten and I's first date was like, let's see, less than 72 hours after we first met. Like, she sent me a friend request on Facebook about 11 o'clock at night. About an hour later, she's like, would you like to go out tomorrow out to have lunch? And I was like, why don't we take the weekend to get to know each other? But Monday came, and there we were, and it was like we'd known each other our whole lives. But then when you sold the hay baler, you need to go with me. I was like, why?
Yeah.
So I don't get kidnapped.
So I don't get kidnapped.
So yeah, but crisis was averted there.
Never meet a stranger
See-
while you're alone.
That's just a crime junkie life rule. Never go places like that alone.
Exactly.
That and be weird, be rude, stay alive. I mean,
Turns out he was an older guy, and he was just really super nice. So
me. Okay, so my best friend Mandy, she sold an iPad one time. Okay, and so she calls me. And she's like, Tiff, because at this point she used to have seizures, and so at this point she couldn't drive. She calls me. She's like, Tiff, I don't want to do this by myself. But my sister was going to go with me or something. She didn't trust her sister to go with her or something because her sister's even shorter than me. Well, about my height. We're all about the same height. But she's like, I'm going by myself. Will you go with me? I was like, yeah. So I show up. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we got to have something. I grabbed a couple of knives out of the kitchen drawer. Thinking, all right, we're going to have something to protect ourselves. She gets there. And she walks to the car. and she has her purse. She opens it up and she goes, "I got the weapon." She pulls out a can of wasp spray. I said, "What are we gonna do? Spray them in the face?" She goes, "Yep." So her plan was, because wasp spray works faster than mace and sprays farther. So she was like, "We're gonna use wasp spray," and I'm like, "All right."
I didn't remember that. That's a good
was pretty cool, but
it sounds legit. It sounds like a good plan.
no, I went and read about it too, and that's what they say, that it worked.
I didn't know.
Wow.
I'm like, huh, interesting. So now anytime we're gonna do anything that could be sketchy, we're always like, "Hey, you got the wasp spray?"
Hey, we're saving lives with that story, Tiff.
I do what I can.
Oh man.
We kept it in the car for a while because I used to go pick her up all the time and take her to work before she started driving, and so we kept the can in the car for a long time. So
I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna get some and keep it. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you got better aim with it too because it sprays in a stream.
Yeah.
Instead of all over the place.
That's a good point. Okay. Yep. We're putting wasp spray in the car now.
Yeah. Everyone's packing wasp spray. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Yeah. I think by the time I get some feathers on it, I think it'll be pretty good. I still may get extras and add to it, I think. Now we'll have one for each side of the bed. And you're not supposed to hang them right up against the wall either, right? You're supposed to make sure that they have room to go through. Or can they be on the wall?
I think I had mine right against the wall.
I think I had mine that way and I felt like it wasn't working, and then I moved it to where it wasn't against the wall, but it's probably just me thinking it that way.
We lost Tiff.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah, to be fixing that right there, live talking, that's quite talent right there.
Yeah. Here's a question. Do you have plans on participating in any of these challenges?
Probably not. Well, I had an idea, but I don't think you thought it was a good idea.
What was it?
When we was talking about going to the wrestling, you make the custom fan for the field house.
Oh.
One of the wrestlers did you see Mr. Hughes?
Mm-hmm.
He had a fan of his own, had his own face on it.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. That's funny. I saw some, I don't know if you would want to do them or not, but I saw these things. I don't know if you guys have seen them, called diamond paintings, and they're like the little diamonds, and you put in the thing. They have some Donald Duck ones.
Oh.
We could work that into a theme.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he's got red, white, and blue on. Just saying.
Me paint Donald Fauntleroy Duck.
Yeah.
Maybe I could give him the long beak, because I like him with his long beak.
Yeah. Well, we could draw something up, and then you could paint it that way.
I might could do the painting, but I can't draw. I never could draw.
No, like I can print off something and we'll trace it, and then you paint it.
Oh, that would be good. That'd be good.
Yeah. That one, the diamond paintings already have everything set. All you got to do is place the little diamonds on there. So it's easy.
That'd be cool.
It's pretty much a color by number. It just takes a lot longer.
Well,
let's
see.
But yeah, there was one of those I was looking at, the Harry Potter. So
here's what we got.
I'm in a swap coming up at some point, a Harry Potter swap. So I'm waiting. If I don't, because I put it on my Elfster for that. If I don't get it then I'll buy it and do it. But
I'm gonna call that done.
It looks good. It looks good.
I like it.
Just gotta hang it.
There you go.
I have a secondary idea.
This one closer to your side. That way, Clipper's got the other one. You got this one.
He's holding it up somehow. And
Is it even up anymore? Just Splash tired up and ate it?
No, he hasn't eaten that yet. It's still hanging.
Wait till we go to Charles.
Keyword being yet.
Yeah, yet. We started eating our DVDs. We had to get containers and put all of our DVDs up. He's torn up the carpet. He's numerous pairs of shoes.
Tiles in the kitchen.
The linoleum in the kitchen. I don't even know it all. He's in everything.
Oh man.
My shoelace when I was sitting
Your
there. I didn't realize.
headphones.
Headphone. When Kitten went to the emergency room, it was such a whirlwind. I didn't put anything up. When we got back, the remote control of my headphones were totally just destroyed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, no, Obi. I don't know what it was. There was a couple of things he would never touch. He would never get anywhere near my laptop or my iPad. He would never get anywhere near headphones.
Well, he's a good boy.
I don't know why. Anything else was fair game.
Yeah,
But-
he's smart. And I buy him like a million toys every time I go to the store now, and I come home. He thinks I'm supposed to have a toy for him, a new toy. So,
Girl, Obi's toy box was bigger than mine when I was a kid.
like, I had to start getting stuff at the Dollar Tree and hiding it, and that way when I come home and put the bags down somewhere, I go and grab one and pretend like I just got him a new one.
That's cute.
He's like, Mom's got me a toy, and his eyes get crazy. They like get all big, and he's like, oh my God, it's a toy. Loves toys.
Oh man. So.
Hey, so does anybody have any ideas for whatever June is, the school one, the school theme?
I don't have any ideas yet.
I kind of do. I'm working on it, but I don't know. This is one of those that change when I sit down to actually do it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Right.
What
I
about
like
you? Got any ideas for it yet?
You was talking about like, or you guys were talking about like schools out there, like right around now. The schools went out here last week. Something I'm seeing a lot more and more of is now with people when they graduate, they decorate their hats.
Mm-hmm.
What about something where like you like can get like the template for like a grad hat and you like decorate it, and, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Something to throw out there.
That'd be cool.
That's a good idea because
Thank you.
I was not allowed to decorate my high school one, but I could my college one, and I regret what I did on my college one. So I think that's an excellent idea.
You need a do-over.
Yeah.
I was happy with the design, but I messed up the placement. So my graduation cap for college was backwards.
Oh no.
It worked.
Whoops.
I mean, it was Harry Potter themed, so you know, it worked.
Hey, that's awesome.
I was boring. I didn't decorate my hat. And I also only baby threw it up so I know I could catch my same hat back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I kind of regret not just full out throwing it.
I think mine twice.
You did.
Yeah. Out it, and I just like threw it again.
You
Had my
was
name
like,
wrote on it.
I'm
That way I know where it happened. Because I wore the same cap and gown for high school and college because, you know,
Yeah.
kind of cheap.
That's efficient though.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things. I mean, they're not cheap either. They're like $30, $40, maybe even upwards. You know.
Yep.
I think for mine, I paid $75 for the cap, gown, and tassel.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's about right.
And I graduated in 2020 with my bachelor's, and we didn't have an actual ceremony
Yeah.
because
Oh,
COVID.
Yeah.
So what they did for us was we actually got to go to Texas Motor Speedway, and we drove down on the speedway, and they had the whole thing set up until we got out, got our cover, and then we got our picture taken. But we didn't get to throw the caps up or anything.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was still cool though.
yeah.
For not getting to have a ceremony, I'm like, that's a pretty cool way to handle it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, but see, when Mandy had to work, but my other friends were out of town. I'm like, dang it, if we could have had 2 cars. And I'm like, man, we should have decorated our car and loaded up another one.
Yeah.
That would've
Everybody
been-
else there was like honking, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's what they did here for the high schools. They had like every school had like a graduation parade, and the parade ended back at the school, and they gave them their diploma. now, where the restrictions have loosened, they went back to the traditional like graduation. They still have the parades now. I think they're going to make that like a new tradition going forward. They're going to get a parade and a graduation, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, the parades were cool. I mean, I like that idea, especially if for some reason you couldn't do an actual ceremony. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not the same, but it's the next best thing that you can do.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Right.
yeah.
How did you guys come up with your projects for this month?
As soon as I saw Star Wars, I honestly kind of was just like Death Star.
Yeah.
So
Turned out good.
I'm happy with it. I think Dad's gonna like it.
Yeah, I think it would
Yeah.
too.
So
He's
I mean,
gonna
he's gonna
love it.
hang it in his room anyway, regardless. So I mean, it turned out pretty good. Pretty good.
Mine, I was just kind of like, I had to stretch my imagination on what was space related. So, like Bill Cipher, if you haven't seen the show, he's like an interdimensional character that can like warp space, time, and objects. So it's like, let's go with that and see how it turns out.
Yeah, and it turned out good. I loved all the like colorings and everything in it. It was cool. I liked how the like water like just dripped down and there was like no pad or anything. It was just like the paints dripped down because of the water. It was cool. I'd never seen anybody use that form of painting before. It was cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was funny that both of ours it wouldn't let people comment on though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is with that? YouTube has been doing that a lot recently to like just everybody.
Yes. It drives me crazy because I went through a whole period when I first started of it doing that. I wouldn't even realize until days later that people couldn't comment. It makes me so irritated.
Yeah. Addie's mad. She's growling at somebody.
Oh, she's gonna get her a booger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Luckily, it looks like so far all the ones I've uploaded since then have had the comments on. So hopefully, whatever bug that was, they fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't even gotten a chance to check. Did Yaya and Lolita or anybody else post another video this month?
I haven't seen anything from Yaya and Lolita or the Food Cat, but I'm kind of thinking we might see some of these summer videos, some of the projects for the summer videos.
Yeah. That's kind of what I figured because, especially with a lot of them being teachers or working in, that kind of industry, they'll have summer off or kids will be out of school, so they'll have more time, no sports or anything like that. So,
Right.
But it's awesome. As more people get into it, we'll have to start inviting more people, to the lives and stuff.
Yes, and I think Karen and Andy said they wanted to participate in one of the upcoming summer months.
Yeah. Saw that and was like, even Love might be one or two of them. So
that'll be exciting. I can't wait. I love seeing what everybody comes up with because everybody interprets things so differently.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that's always the cool part to me. I mean, same prompt for everybody, but each thing is so different. So.
And plus, I feel like we all get inspired from watching everybody else's videos.
Yeah.
We might like do something either with that medium or that same character the next month. So that's really
like Tiff's from I think it was the month before last when you done the one with the
water gun.
The canvas and you had it cut out and then sprayed it. I had thought about doing a cutout for this one of like an alien and then painting like the alien colors around it.
Oh, that would be cool.
But I never did get around to it.
Well, hey, you got the rest of the year. You got forever to get it done. So
cute too, because I like the idea of it. It's just the outline. It turned out really good.
I was happy with it. We did. I don't even remember when it was. That's something we've done that at camp a couple of times. They'll have water guns. They'll have different. They use center paint there because you can make it, powder. You can make it whatever consistency you want.
Yeah.
So they'll pour the powder in there and
do T-shirts. Do you guys do T-shirts that way?
I can't remember. I don't think they've done T-shirts. I think the only thing they've done is like the bristle board or like cardstock. But I mean, the kids always love it. I mean, they have shapes like circles, squares, hearts, but they also have like Mickey heads, they have a bunch of different ones to choose from. So the kids always think it's fun.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I don't remember what inspired that. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna pull out the water gun trick, and I mean, it worked. So
that one turned out great. I think I want to do that with some tie-dye. I'm kind of feeling some tie-dye is going to be a perfect summer month project. So yeah, that's going to be perfect.
Tie-dye.
I mean, and I'm sure you could use shirts. You could use whatever you wanted. So instead of pouring the paint in the bottles, you pour it in the water gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I mean, and the good thing about that is water guns are cheap. I mean, like that 3-pack was like $1. So, I mean, if you're not looking for one of the really big ones, you can find them almost every dollar store. So.
Oh, but imagine how much fun it would be with one of those big super soakers,
Oh, I know. But also, at the end of the day, imagine how much fun it's going to be cleaning that thing.
Oh, that's true.
But I thought about it. I thought, you know what? If I ever come across a big water gun at like Goodwill or a yard sale or something, I'm like, I'm going to buy them. And I'm going to do a really big painting with it.
Yeah, it would be great.
So, but yeah, and I'm sure by the end of the challenge, I'll pull something else out from camp. I know we had a bunch more than that.
I feel like camps are always super creative too, and all the art stuff that they do. And I never got to go to camp or experience any of that, so I'm excited to see what all else you pull out.
I'm gonna have to really think because they do something fun like that every summer. I mean, we've done every year. Have the leadership, which is former campers that are coming back as counselors. They have them do like a community service project. Well, I did that twice, and one of the years that I did it was an art project. It was a big tile mosaic. And so, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff with that I learned. I mean, so it's fun.
Yeah. I think the only camp that would count as me going to camp was we went to Vacation Bible School, and the only art project that I remember from that was we painted like randomly light switch covers. I don't know why, but we had wooden light switch covers.
Okay.
And I was so anxious as a child and like had social anxiety even then, and it was like a rainbow, and I was too afraid to ask for other colors, so the majority of my rainbow ended up being purple because that was the color closest to me. You paint it all purple. Like,
was it about letting your light shine or something?
Maybe I don't know.
That's the only thing I can. I mean,
was there a rainbow? I don't know. My dad put it up at his house in the bathroom. So
okay.
That's kind of random. I mean, how old were you then?
Like 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say about 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I don't get how that. I mean, most 5, 6, 7-year-olds aren't gonna really understand a light plate or a switch cover.
Yeah. Like, I had no idea that's even what it was. I was just painting it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's a weird project.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that it's not cool, but
yeah.
Little interesting.
Who was behind the thought process of that,
Right?
Let's give kids light switch covers. And maybe it was like they could take it home and put it in their rooms maybe or something, or I don't know. But Dad hung mine in the bathroom, so everyone got to see it.
There you go.
I'm going to have to dig that out and send you guys a photo. It's great.
Yeah, there you go.
That sounds awesome.
Oh. Let's see. I think the most random art project I ever did was we took markers and made tie-dye socks. Washed right out because it was washable marker, but
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that was the activity on the floor that day at the hospital, so that's what we did.
You
If
think
it
that
works, it
would
works,
be
I
permanent
guess.
Yeah.
something?
I mean, I get the washable marker because a lot of it was little kids, but I was like, man, I should have asked for the Sharpies and made it permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the worst project I ever did, because I think it was like 4 or 5 summers ago, I was asked to be a teacher for an art camp. That it was like a STEAM camp, so it included art into all of the other disciplines for math and engineering and stuff. The worst possible project that I could have done was make slime. Lord, I'm glad there was a kitchen there, because those kids ruined, I think, 2 sets of clothing each. And I had a bunch of kids.
They were like, yeah, slime.
But I bet you were the favorite teacher, though.
Yeah, I was, and I felt so bad for those parents, because some of those kids, it was a small town, and those little girls dressed so cute. I felt so bad, man. It
Oh,
was
man.
never doing slime again.
Listen,
Never.
See, I keep saying one of these days I'm going to make slime just to make it, but I never do.
No. Oh man.
It's surprising to me, though, how popular it still is, because usually things like that kind of
die down.
in and they'll stay for a while and then it'll be on to the next big thing. But no, man, you walk into Michael's and there's still a whole like slime section.
Kids are like obsessed with it.
I know.
I think it's just the texture, like it's unnatural, so like everybody wants to make that.
Yeah. Yep. That and it. You're right. The texture. I mean, and they can make that texture whatever they want by adding, Lord only knows what. So. See, I always like to make like the salt dough. That was always the big thing whenever I was in school. We made like salt dough ornaments, things like that. So
I don't think I've ever done that.
I don't know that I've ever. Oh, I think I did that one Christmas and did paw prints for all the animals.
yeah, it's
My mom was more of a, what was it? She made like homemade Play-Doh.
it's kind of like that. I mean, it's basically like that, but it's. I can't remember. I'll have to look up. There's a couple of different versions of the recipe, but our principal, whenever, because I went to a small, private school up until about 8th grade, and so our principal always made salt dough for the kindergarten classes. Well, with us being so small, usually, around Christmas time, she'd have that bunch extra, and so we'd, get some in different classes and make an ornament or something. So it was always a lot of fun. I mean, that stuff tastes. It's edible, but I would not advise it.
But
Does not taste good.
some kids are gonna eat that, okay?
Oh yeah, exactly. And that's why she always went with the edible option instead of just, some some other kind of random homemade Play-Doh. But it did not taste good. But it was
It's
still
kind of
fun to use though.
it's kind of like those same kids that eat the dough will probably eat glue
Yep.
or bubbles. Like
Yep.
every kid, there's always one.
There's always one in every class. So, but see, that was never me. My thing was always talking too much. Who'd have thought, right? Oh man. Yeah. So what's everybody got planned for tomorrow? Anything fun?
I don't think we got anything planned tomorrow.
Just your OMT Wednesday, then Charleston Friday.
I recently started seeing an OMT doctor. Don't ask me what the big fancy word for that is, because I'll never say it. But it has helped me out a lot. Like with my fibromyalgia stuff, it's amazing.
Cool.
He like bends you in all these weird positions. At one point, I felt like I was the lady in The Exorcist. He had my head turned like all the way around backwards, and I was like, my head's gonna fall off. I just trust me.
That's awesome that it's helping though.
Yeah.
Like immediate relief on my first visit, and I was like, wow.
That's awesome.
Ooh, that's nice. I'm glad that's helping. That sounds very, very good.
Yeah. So excited I found it.
Not too much here for us. We need to film a lot of things. Tiff, I know you tagged us in a pin tag. We're doing that tomorrow.
Yep. I gotta film Jamie's pin tag.
Yes.
So
I think we're actually tagging. No, wait. Clipper and Kitten, are you in Jamie's rainbow?
No.
Okay, we're tagging you.
We weren't going to be able to do that because we still have, I think, 2 different tags that Tiff has tagged us in that we haven't filmed yet.
Oh, you're kidding.
Film those.
I tag y'all because honestly, by the time it gets to me, almost everybody else has been tagged.
Yeah.
And I know I'm like, they're not going to do it again. And I know, even if people don't do it, I don't want to tag them twice.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, even
every time I'm like, oh yeah, and then I forget about it, and I'm like, oh, crap, I'm gonna have to start like writing them down so that I remember.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I forget, and then I'm like, oh, we didn't do that tag, Tiff tag,
We also got that wrestling video to edit and get that up too.
Yeah.
We didn't even do a Mailroom Monday today.
No, we had like a piece of mail, but we just didn't film. We're trying to get away from us.
Yeah. I almost didn't get a video up today.
Yeah, we're behind on watching. We're behind on editing, filming,
Yeah.
putting stuff up together.
Yeah.
Trying to remember what we got that needs to be saved for later.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
we had to switch phones because the phones we had weren't going to work with 5G or something, and so we were trying to switch phones and change all that stuff over and not lose things, and because mostly we record on our phone, and I'm like, oh crap, we're going to lose everything.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, I was looking at the tag that Jamie got going. Man, he's got so many people in there. I was like, who are we all supposed to tag?
right.
Hey, we're available. That way we can get it up later.
Right.
This morning.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you have the heads up. So it's one pin of each color of the rainbow, and then your rainbow pins.
I feel like that'll be fun to do the tag that you've tagged us in, and then this one too, because we haven't showed a lot of our newer pins that we've gotten.
Yeah.
And we ordered some new pins that we've not even opened yet. So.
Yeah, we got a lot of that too. Oh, and if anybody's watching this that is not part of the Funko tag or the pin tag we're talking about, let us know down in the comments and we will tag you. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, we need some friends to tag.
Yeah. We need people.
I swear we're nice. Okay? We're nice.
Right.
A little crazy.
Super
nice. We're going to be crazy. And I don't know how having us all in the same place at the same time would go. That place might not survive, but
it would be a blast.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Well, when we win the lottery, we're all going to Disney.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
That's what Mom's always like. We win the lottery, we're going back to Disney. I'm like, all right. You don't got to tell me twice. Just tell me when I need to be ready.
Yeah. And we're not going for like 2 weeks. We're going for a whole month. So
imagine the shopping we're going to do.
Yes.
We're going to be ready for us down there.
Well, see, and going a month, that also gives you plenty of time to go lounge by the pool for a day.
Yeah.
Go check out all the different water parks. Go lounge.
I've got to go somewhere where there's wildlife where we can go and see wildlife.
Ooh, nice.
I have a feeling Animal Kingdom, because y'all have never been to Disney, right? I have a feeling Animal Kingdom's going to end up being your favorite park.
Probably.
I have a feeling. I'm going to bet Kilimanjaro Safari is going to be one of your favorites.
I've seen the thing where they ride you, I've watched videos where people ride through the thing and you can see the animals.
Kilimanjaro.
I'm going to get kicked out my first time because I'll be like, I need to go and pet that animal. It wants me to pet it. And they're going to be like, man, you can't do that. I don't understand. It needs me.
Yep.
I'll be banned.
Yep,
No,
that's Kilimanjaro Safari. That one's awesome. Pro tip: go in the morning.
Yeah.
Go first thing because they are more active in the morning.
Oh, I love animals so much.
that's the truth.
Well,
No, you love animals? No.
we're gonna have to plan it to where Kitten can go touch the animals on the last day, so she doesn't get banned from the park the rest of the trip.
No, we're just going to go to the Triple D Ranch and ride horses there.
Oh yeah,
I've never rode a horse before. I bet that would be fun.
Yeah.
neither have I.
I mean, and these are Disney horses, so you know they're going to be like extra magical.
Yeah. Have glitter all over them.
Oh, maybe they can pull the carriage. We can all ride in.
Oh,
Yes.
that would be fun.
Practice your princess waves, ladies. There you go.
We're ready.
I'm always ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm probably going to have to get off here in just a little bit because I've got inventory. I have to be at work at 4 in the morning. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Well,
4 to 12.
I hope it goes over smoothly for you, Tiff.
We do it every month. So at this point, I'm just like, whatever. I don't even care. Just get me to 12 o'clock so I can get out of there and come home and take my nap.
Yeah.
So inventory day is like the most routine day of every month. I get up, I go to work at 4, I get off at 12, I get me and mom and dad, if they're working, lunch, and I come home and take a nap. Then I got the rest of the day to do whatever I want.
Nice.
So Dad turned the phone on silent and tell people do not disturb.
Yeah.
Oh. So, but this has been fun.
We
Yes.
made it this time. We did it.
I know.
Yes,
we weren't
it
really that late, and we would have been on time had my stupid iPad not decided to update on me.
Yeah.
But now I have it on my laptop and it actually works. So
Sweet.
Awesome.
good.
Yeah, you did a great job hosting. I felt very professional.
Yeah.
I think it went over well. And like I keep saying, we'll just get better and better each time.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, yeah. But all right, so we got this next month is after today. It's a school theme.
Yes.
Just to kind of recap that, right? And then
July is patriotic, so
Yep.
Red, white, and blue, or something patriotic related. August, what did Olaf do during his summer vacation? If anybody's interested. And I think giving like a 3 months notice works, just in case anybody wants to like pick
Yeah.
and choose.
yeah, and tomorrow I'll try to go and pin those down in the comments or write it in the description here. That way people can go back and check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And I'll make sure to make a post as well, detailing what the themes are and to go check out this video.
awesome. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this picture. I go. Oh, it's not gonna show up. I'll post it in the thing. It's Obi. He's high as a kite. It's so funny. You can tell because he's just like, oh.
Poor baby.
He'll be all right. He'll sleep it off tonight.
Yeah. He'll sleep real good.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun, and we will do this again next month.
Yes.
So we'll figure out the times and we'll let everybody know in our videos. But all
Thanks,
right.
everybody.
All
Good
right.
night.
Bye.
Night, guys.